Hey guys, and welcome back to yet again another video. And today's video is actually going to be quite a special video because it's not just going to be a guide for Aatrox where I go 10 kills and 0, but instead this guide is actually going to show you a very successful way to make the enemy jungler fall behind while playing very smart by making the Fiora fall behind as well, like trying to manipulate the waves a little bit. So it's not necessarily just me snowballing, it's just me having like one kill and a bunch of assists and showing you guys the way how the matchup should be played and how you make people fall behind. So with that being said, enjoy the guide, and yeah, if you've got any questions, let me know in the comments. Hey guys, and welcome back to yet again another Season 10 educational gameplay guide, guys. Today we're going to cover Aatrox in the top lane, a really good split pushing champion which I would definitely recommend to you guys if you are looking for like a really good bruiser that can like split push very well. But anyways, you can find the 4 runes full build, the best setup for Aatrox in the current patch and higher. You can find it all in the description, guys. Definitely make sure to check it out. With that being said, Aatrox against Fiora. Okay, so Aatrox is mostly being played as a very aggressive champion in the early game. You always want to play Aatrox in a very aggressive way, and I know it does depend quite a lot on the champion that you are facing, but in most cases you will be playing very aggressive. I will actually be getting level 2 right here. Let's go. Okay, this guy's actually dodging the first Q. I could still fight him, but his parry might be up here, so I'm not going to take on the third Q. I'm going to try to get to level 3 before he does, so we can actually fight him the moment we level up. That way you can often get like many kills. That gank is not going to work very properly. But I'll let him take the free damage. Alright, since my jungler is topside right now, I don't really have to place a ward down yet. It does look like my jungler is going to the river right now, so I will have to get the top pressure right now. There we go. Usually if the jungler is playing around topside, you do want to make sure that you actually have the pressure around topside, because most of the time the enemy opponent jungler will also be around topside. We could actually get something here. Oh, this will be free. Oh, this will be free. He's gonna take a free kill right here. He didn't get a single one. I set that up so perfectly well. Okay, now there's two things going on right here. Two really important things, okay? First of all, let me buy my second Durham Blade here, which I would also recommend you guys buying all the time. But there's two things going on here at this moment, which always puts it in my favor. My jungler played around topside, which means that the enemy jungler is most likely going to be topside too, because that's how most of the junglers rotate. They often want to 1v1 each other. So what I did was, the moment that my jungler shown up, I have pushed in the topside as hard as I could. And the moment that the enemy jungler came in with Fiora, the lane was being completely pushed in towards the tower of Fiora, which means that she actually lost 2 entire waves while trying to fight me and my junglers. So not only did we get a really good catch right now on the Fiora, but we've also got like a ton of XP advantage over her at the moment, which is really good start for us. As for the building, I always recommend you guys on Aatrox to always buy a secondary Durham Blade, because that allows you to have a much more strong laning phase. It's pretty cheap. It gets you the stats you will need to carry. There we go. Okay. It's now just a matter of getting all the CS here out of here. I don't want to queue the wave at the moment, because if I do so, it's gonna put all the CS in like really low HP. I would not be able to like farm on our tower if I did that. Okay, so now I have to wait for my third Q to come back. Every single time that Fiora is going to go for a CS, you want to drop down like a Q like this. She might actually use the parry, so you got to be really careful about this. I'm going to drop down W here, doing some more damage. She actually used the parry right there. That's really good. Nice. So it's pretty simple. Every single time that she goes for a CS, you want to drop down your Q. And if she happens to use the parry, you either want to dodge it and go for the all-in, or you just want to back off. Alright. She's going to go for that cannon right there, so I will be dropping down the Q on her again. We might actually get like a free one right here. Okay, she didn't use the parry. She also doesn't. I'm trying to make her bait into using the parry right now. I could use my W as well to get her parry down, but there's too many creeps currently standing in the way, so that makes it like a lot more difficult. Wow. Actually, my auto attack didn't go off there. That was going to be such a good one. Cartus is currently... Oh wait, that's like another jungler. Echo is currently gone. We have no idea where the enemy jungler is at the moment, so we don't want to walk up too far, guys. This might actually mean that the jungler could potentially be here. We will just be chilling. We will just be relaxing until we actually know where the jungler is. And as soon as we know where the jungler actually is, we can start playing like really aggressive. As for now, like every single time she goes for a CS, you just want to drop down Qs over and over. That's the parry. That's really good. Okay, now we can actually look for a potential all-in right here. Okay. Gotta remember this, guys. The parry is the most important thing in this matchup here. Back off again. She might use the Q. Alright. Drop down the Q again. The jungler's actually here at the moment, which I've been expecting like this entire time. So far, what we know about Fiora is pretty simple. If I drop down my W on this guy, he will always use the parry, which we could actually use to stop her parry. Okay. Okay. That's the jungler again. But the jungler's not getting us because we know he's here. And we're playing accordingly to what we have to do when a jungler's nearby. Like, if the jungler doesn't show up on the map, you can pretty much calculate where he is. Actually, no. He's trying again for the third time this time. Okay. That's been the third time since you've tried. And this time my own team is going to come in, so we might actually be able to get like some sweet kills here. Okay. Well, we got her. Nice. As you guys can see, you want to play as aggressive as you can with Aatrox. Like, just trade him every single time he goes for a CS. It's like one of the basics way to do it. But you do want to limit yourself up to the point where the enemy jungler doesn't really get to kill you. So, if the enemy jungler is missing on the map, you want to be really careful with what you're doing. You don't want to overextend so much that the enemy jungler might potentially get like a free kill on you. That's just wrong. And now we back off again. Really good. So far we've done two things to get like a massive lead over Fiora, which is first of all playing around the pressure so we can actually make her fall behind in farm. And secondly, let me just quickly buy my items here. And secondly, we've been able to survive about 4 ganks so far, which means that the enemy jungler is now behind in XP quite a lot, as well as gold, because they didn't get like a single kill on us. And I set up the lane perfectly in a way that if my jungler comes, or my mid laner comes in, we might like get a kill for free. So we've done 3 things so far that made us get like a massive lead over this guy. Aatrox is the perfect champion to play if you're looking for a champion that can like set up lane for ganks as well, by the way. Aatrox is just perfect for this. For a drop down with W. Oh, he didn't hear her? Okay, no problem. Good. So the enemy jungler is currently still missing on the map. he might actually be topside again. So we will just chill here. Wait for the actual moment. Get the cannon. He's gonna go for that CS, I'm pretty sure about it. Okay, I almost got like a free hit. Good. That's like a free hit again. I could do like another auto, but she was a little bit too fast. Good. There might be a big chance that their jungler might come topside again. That's very nice. She could have parried that one with some quick reactions. Let's see if we can actually get her. Okay. So we may not get the kill on Fiora right now, but it's still fine. Because I can actually push this lane in right now and make her miss another gigantic wave. So it's not too bad. It's definitely not too bad. There we go. She's actually using the teleport at the moment. Dropping down my ward right here. Always really good to have. Oh, she didn't parry that one. Oh, okay. Oh, she managed to dodge that one with her Qs. Okay, that actually surprised me. She went for ninja tabis, and she immediately went for like an all-in, which like that was actually a pretty smart move. Just buying ninja tabis and like buying the Tiamat and just immediately rushing for like an all-in when I'm trying to reset the wave. That was kind of a misplay by myself. Kind of a big misplay. Should not have done that, but the lane is still fine the way it is right now. So let's just quickly buy longsword armor. Let's TP in there. Alright. We're still perfectly fine. Made a small mistake, but that's it. So now we want to have a complete control over top lane. We want to be able to pressure in over and over again, basically. She could pressure. She could parry that one. All right. So all we want to do right now is maintaining the pressure. That's all there is to it. We also have my jungle here at the moment. We could actually dive him on our tower. Okay. The jungler's here at the moment. Let's go. He died way too fast. Alright, no problem. The jungler's here again. The only problem right now is that Fiora currently has a double buff, which makes her a lot stronger. We're gonna have to be really careful about this. Alright. You just have to take it slow. Wait out for her double buff to go out. I'll let the lane be pushing towards us. The jungler's here again, but this time taking the ward from us. Yeah, this guy is definitely ganking us like 1,000 times. But it's always it's not happening. You can clearly see it coming. She could have parried that one if she was really smart. But she's waiting out for my W every single time. That way she can always get like a guaranteed parry off. Alright. We will soon have the black cleaver, which will make things a lot easier for us. Good. Take out the farm and then we're gonna go back to base. The black cleaver will make things a lot easier for us. Perfect. I'm not going to go in there because the chance of Fiora actually sitting in one of these brushes is pretty big. It's really big. It's really easy for people to wait down in a brush. For people like to push it in. That's how I get like a lot of kills for free. Good. So now we'll make our way back. We should be able to 1v1 her pretty easily right now, but one thing that you do have to know though, this matchup is actually kind of Fiora favored, because she can always use her parry when I use my Q, when I use my W. She can basically use her parry for everything. And her all-in power is also quite a lot better than the one from Aatrox. So many different ways she will outskill me like mid-game. But as it is standing right now, once I get my black cleaver, we still have a pretty fair chance to snowball against her. Alright. I'll use my W right here. She might use the parry. There we go. Now I can actually all-in her. As soon as she gets close, I'll be going back in for the all-in. Alright. This will be a free one. Perfect. Perfect setup right there. Alright, now we can actually push another way. So as you guys could see right there, in terms of like short trading, as long as she doesn't hit the parry on us, we will win the fights. But as it like comes down in all-in, Fiora is most likely always going to win with her ultimate and her parry and everything. It's just way better. In many different matchups, Aatrox can play insanely aggressive and like snowball extremely hard. By the way, the jungler's right there, so we don't have to worry about him. Good. Hopefully we can get this tower before this guy is actually coming back. Yeah, we got it. Nice. We also got the gold there. Really good. So now we can go back to base. So now that we actually got the tower in the lane, the game is kind of changing a lot right now. First of all, we have to buy this one. I like to have that quite a lot. Actually, I do want to get ninja tabis. And now we can buy this one. What I like to do on Aatrox a lot is actually building the German's Fist and then going into the Death Stance and then buying this. So we don't want to finish this item, we just want to finish this and then immediately going into Death Stance. It makes you a little bit more tanky overall in like the mid game. It helps you quite a bit too. Alright. Place a ward down, you never know. So in the mid game, after the laney phase is over right now, we want to once again maintain the pressure against Fiora. We want to set up the lane in top lane enough so that we can once again get my mid laner or my jungler towards top lane so we can maybe get like a catch. If that doesn't happen, we can still continue to like push it in over and over again and basically farming out camps and still making like and still snowballing, scaling up to like the mid game. Like as a top laner, you don't necessarily need to get any kills. You can basically just get the farm right here and also like steal the camps over here. You might actually be able to do like a teleport over here if they fight. But basically, sitting in top lane, farming out as much as possible, and when the time is right, you want to TP down to your teammates and like help with the fight. Like this one. Very nice. Perfect. We got that catch over there. Now we can continue pushing this in. Alright. Awesome. So now we might actually... We could try to take the tower. We could try, since the viewer is also dead right now. Good. We'll have that one. Okay, now let's quickly make our way back. We could actually stay a little bit with the team more. I would like to buy items actually, but we have free tower right here. That's pretty nice. Didn't even get an assist for that one. Alright, so this guide is actually much more of a special guide because we didn't necessarily get that many kills. We didn't necessarily go 10-0 to win this game. We didn't necessarily super hard carry the team in order to win this game, but rather what we did is really important, and hopefully you guys understand this. If you're playing Aatrox top lane and you get to avoid about 6 enemy jungle gangs, that means that you have successfully made the enemy jungler fall behind, because if he tries to gank you like 6 times in a row and it fails 6 times in a row, he wasted a lot of time. And secondly, according to what happened in this game, being ganked that many times, I've been setting up the lane in such a good way that my mid laner, my jungler, we've got like multiple kills, both on Fiora as well as the enemy jungler. And third, I've managed to make the Fiora fall behind insanely hard in the laning phase because I outsmarted her with the creeps. And those are like all the things that you can do on Aatrox. So despite having a lane which is really bad for Aatrox, because like Fiora does actually counter Aatrox really hard, despite having this laning phase, we've still managed to outsmart her in many different ways and carry. So we didn't get 10 kills this game, but it's about the things we've done to get all those kills on Fiora to make her fall behind in the laning phase. And of course, I've made one mistake, but that's just what it is. I've made a single mistake. It is what it is. I've died a single time, but that's all it is, guys. Anyways, hopefully you guys have learned something about the laning phase of Aatrox. Once again, you can find the full runes, the full build, the best setup. You can find it all in the description. And with that being said, thank you so much for watching today, and I'll catch you guys up in the next episode. Peace.